What's up, King Creator fans? Ready for your refreshment of the day? A little sugar is necessary to keep us going with our activities. Plus, look how refreshing it looks. I like to pour it in a glass just to hear the wonderful sound of the rising bubbles. How do you guys drink it? Straight from the can? Ah, refreshing. Hands up, Mr. Can. It was a good shot. Don't think I've forgotten about you, Mr. Glass. Okay, enough games. Let's begin with today's inventions. Match ahoy! Start with a roll of yarn. We only need one long piece that we'll cut with a pair of scissors. It should be as long as shown on the screen, about 40 centimeters. Wrap it around your finger until it is securely fastened. Aim carefully at your target and bang! Bye-bye, can! Don't worry, your piece of yarn is intact. We won't need any more yarn, so you can throw the rest overboard. Just kidding. No need to be unorganized. Now it's time to use the poor can that we've mistreated so much today. See that soda residue? We can't just leave it there, we have to clean it up. So with a little help from the Jedi Force, take the toilet paper roll from the bathroom and tear off a couple of squares. Be sure to clean out any remaining residue from the can. Return the toilet paper to the bathroom to save your siblings from having to wipe with one of their socks. Proceed to wind the yarn around the top of the can and secure it with some tape. It must be well secured. Cut off the excess yarn so we don't leave it hanging. Now, using a marker, the color of your choice, make a line around the can using the yarn as a guide. I bet you thought that the yarn would play a more significant role in the making of this invention. Cut off the marked area in one go. And here comes our powerful box cutter. Be careful with your fingers. It will help us to remove the base of the can more easily. But you can also use its close relative, the scissors. To avoid cutting ourselves, we will remove the sharp edges from both sides with scissors and discard the resulting aluminum scrap. Did you know that with many of these you can make a recycled dress? Once I made one for a school contest, and guess what? I won first place, and I cut my fingers a little bit. Ouch! After cutting in half what is left of our can, use a glue stick on one of the sides. With the help of this or another tubular object, roll the aluminum up to form a narrow tube. A little hot glue will help us to attach the aluminum better. The tube turned out perfect. It passes Creator King's quality inspection. Wrap the whole tube with adhesive tape to reinforce it, making it able to withstand the high temperatures it will be subjected to. Cut off any excess metal. Now, let's hydrate ourselves because it's hot this season. You can drink the water if you want to, of course, but we will only need the cap for this invention. Score! Take the cap and put some of our famous super glue on it. Attach it to the end of the tube from which you cut off the excess and let it rest for a while. In the meantime, find something to use as a tablecloth, since the next steps could leave the table quite messy, and we don't want you to blame us later if your mother makes you clean it up. With the help of a pair of tweezers, remove the heads of about 30 matches and place them on your tablecloth. Use an object you have on hand, such as a popsicle stick, to gather all the match heads into a small pile. Now take the box of Tic Tacs and open it gently with tweezers. Then empty some onto the table. It's time for Mr. Hammer to turn these mint candies into dust. Come on, come on, come on! Don't lose your aim! It's been a while since I've hit a piñata. Now, remove the leftover Tic Tacs delicately with tweezers to avoid spreading the dust from the crushed mints. And put everything back together in a pile on the tablecloth. We'll need wax, so look in the cupboard for a candle that your mom has saved for when the lights go out. With the box cutter, scrape the inside of the candle to create fine wax shavings. and add them to the other ingredients of our Ninja smoke tube. With a small thin stick, mix all of the ingredients until they are perfectly combined. Then hold the tablecloth at the longer ends as shown on the screen to use as a funnel to place the ingredients into the tube we made earlier. Make a small hole in the other cap using the soldering iron. We'll need more matches. Take 2 matches and, using hot glue or liquid glue of your choice, insert them through the hole in the cap. This will be the top lid of our smoke tube and will function as an activator. It reminds me of a spinning top. We call these little guys busca pies in my country. Let us know in the comments what you call them where you live, if there are any. Extract the small wick from one of them and place it next to the matches in the previous lid. You are probably beginning to understand how the mechanism works. Cut some tape to secure the matches in the wick. Now we'll use the box of matches, but just the part with the small striking strip used to light them. Cut this strip with scissors. And fold it in half like I'm doing on the screen. Now, find the keys to your car, house, or a padlock and remove the metal ring that holds them together. Glue the ring to the middle of the folded strip we cut out earlier with the glue of your preference. And put a couple of pieces of masking tape on it to prevent it from igniting too early. Using a rubber band, secure the other end of the activator. It should fit snugly enough to put pressure on the matches, holding them in place. Now it's ready to attach to the rest of the tube. Place glue on the open end of the tube and then insert the activator. Done! Your Ninja smoke tube is ready to surprise some party guests or escape from the party if you're bored, like a silent shadow. It's time to try it. Firmly remove the ring to light the matches and the wick. Make sure you throw it a safe distance away from you, unless you want to breathe a lot of smoke. I don't think it would do your lungs any good. Look at the density of that smoke. Not even Superman could see through that. For the next invention, we will need an old but sharp pencil sharpener. You may be wondering why sharp, and the reason is that we will only need the small metal blade. So with the help of a screwdriver, remove the small screw. I have a whole collection of them to deal with any screw that comes my way. This handle has a hole that can fit any screwdriver head you need. It's very useful. And you can add a powerful magnet to the base of the screwdriver to help you take out the screw and blade together. It's a good trick. Remove both magnetized pieces and put the screw to the side for a moment. Now we will need a spring pin that your sibling might have in their room. Don't forget to like this video if you like the inventions that we work so hard to make. Okay, now let's unscrew the bottom of the pen and take out the tube of ink along with the spring. Cut off the empty part of the ink tube since we will only need that small piece. Take the screw that you put to the side earlier and place it back in the blade. Then screw it into the small piece of plastic. This will be our propeller. Now call. Hello, toy police. Could you send me a police car with a small engine? I need it for an invention. Weld a copper wire to one of the pins, but first, if you have it, add a little flux paste with a cotton swab. This will help to improve the quality of our welding. You already know this little fella. Solder the black wire to the other pin on the motor. We will need the usual small switch. Make sure that the button is operating correctly. Connect it to the toy motor by means of both red wires. Put a little of our super glue on the metal stick coming out of the motor and attach the propeller to it. Next, you'll need a disposable pepper or cinnamon dispenser. Have you ever opened these containers on the wrong side and too much came out, or confused the salt for the pepper container? It happened to me when I was preparing breakfast. Let's just say the taste was exotic. After making the hole in the cap and gluing the motor on, remove the rest of the cap with scissors. Put some super glue on the underside of the motor to insert the propeller there. Don't think I've forgotten about the battery, without which none of this would make any sense. Connect the motor to the battery with the cables and test it. Watch your fingers. Remove the label from the container, leaving as little residue as possible. If you want to clean it even more, apply a little alcohol and rub with your fingers or a towel until you're satisfied with the result. Fill the bottle with whole pepper, salt, or whatever spice you want to reduce to powder. With the bottle full, put the lid on. Glue the battery to the motor and connect it with the clasp. And glue the switch to the base of the battery. That's it! We've turned a disposable spice container into a homemade spice grinder. Not a single pepper seed will be spared. Look how good it works. That spice powder is very fine. Now get the grill ready to cook up some delicious cuts. Click on the link to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial.